Hi, my name is Braxton, and today I'm going to be talking about growth mindset in the classroom. I think that we can all agree that society in 2020 is vastly different than society even as recently as 10 years ago. As upcoming teachers, we will be educating in new times. Students, teachers, and society will be constantly changing, and we must be ready to educate all learners at any given time. In Educators Rising, I have done vast amounts of research about growth mindset and how growth mindset is more beneficial in a classroom than the opposing fixed mindset. In this speech, I will convince you to adopt a growth mindset in your classroom and in your life. I will discuss the current education system and students with a fixed mindset and how that is old and ineffective. I will also discuss students that grow, learn more, and I will discuss the benefits of growth mindset. Now, let's move on to analyzing our current system of education. Educators today use a fixed mindset approach. Teachers will give an assignment to the students will do an assignment, then they'll turn it back in. But the only feedback that the student gets is a letter grade. And a lot of times, a student feels that their intelligence is based on that letter grade. In a TED Talk by Carol Dweck, she stated that students with a fixed mindset perspective feel that their intelligence had been up for judgment and they had failed when they received that feedback. She stated that they should get the grade of not yet. Now, that grade of not yet does not mean that the student failed. That grade of not yet means that the student is not ready to master the next set of material. That student has not mastered that content yet and cannot move on comfortably. Students are taught that their mistakes put a limit on their intelligence. Fixed mindsets make students lose faith in their ability and deter them from learning and growing. Students feel as if they're only a C student and that they'll never be more than that. And this same ideology can be present in teachers as well. If you tell a teacher that some students are accelerated versus some students are general education, that teacher will hold the accelerated students to a higher standard, when in reality, both the gen education students and the accelerated students can be educated in different ways, but reach the same content mastery. Fixed mindset intertwined with our current education system is a cancer to the mind of students that are capable of growing and achieving high standards of success. Now I will address why students who grow learn more than students who have a fixed mindset. This diagram right here is Bloom's taxonomy. And in the British Journal of Education Technology, it is described as a framework that is used to determine levels of thinking. These lower levels, such as remember and understand, require little effort, while higher levels, such as evaluate and create, require maximum mental effort. A majority of the classes that we take and a majority of teachers only implement these lower levels, such as remembering, or the student may have to vaguely understand the content. Students must overcome the inability to remember or understand and resort to these higher levels in order to master content. So let's say, for example, a student has to master a set of spelling words and they can't memorize them, they can't remember them. Therefore, let's say our next strategy of approach is to make a sentence with the word. Isn't that creating? The student has to create a sentence using that word. Therefore, they must evaluate the word, analyze, apply, understand, and remember the word. Therefore, when that student is tested on those spelling words, they will be much more comfortable and knowledgeable of that content versus students who are able to easily remember the word. Students who put forth more effort to grow succeed more versus students who pass because of basic memorization or vague understanding. Lastly, I'm going to discuss the benefits of growth mindset. In the journal Education, it states that there are many hopeful aspects of growth mindset, and one of the most hopeful is that intelligence is not static. Intelligence is forever growing. Neuroplasticity is the theory that our brains can constantly rewire themselves into learning new things. If students and teachers adopt a growth mindset, their intelligence will have no limit. Intelligence and grit will grow simultaneously in the classroom. If you implement growth mindset, you will show your students that it is okay to fail and that failure is an opportunity for growth rather than a terrible mistake. Growth mindset has multiple benefits within the classroom. In conclusion, growth mindset is effective in all classrooms. We have analyzed the current education system. We have addressed why students who grow learn more, and we have also discussed the benefits of growth mindset in the classroom. As future educators, we will have students in our classrooms that fail, but it is our job to embrace failure as an opportunity to learn rather than a mistake. One large vital goal of Ed Rising is to get teachers to adopt a growth mindset in their classrooms. I'm going to leave you with a quote by Benjamin Franklin. Without continual growth and progress, words such as achievement, improvement, and success have no meaning. Thank you.